Oh no, well, Flap's in dire straits. She's under 1000 HP. Oh no.
She's dying. The only competent fourth character since Min.
Is it Min again?
No, it's not Min again. It's Kia. We're gonna get Keydane. Oh, apparently he's not even gonna be good either. Great.
No nibble.
No, he wanted nibble. He just a nibble. Just a tiny little nibblins. Come on. Just a num.
Mana.
Manamana. Do 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 do. Manamana. Do 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 do. Because apparently, when you turn 30, you're supposed to get a life or something and not be online anymore. I don't know.
Well, fuck, we failed. I guess we gotta go back to being children and start over.
And yes, H is where we want to go, because H is going to lead us to J, which I think leads us to 4 separate doors. But what about I? How do we get to I? I has to go. You have to go through G, which goes through D.
Yeah, the map is like, oh god.
Yeah, and the only way to get to D is to go through B, which is on another ramp. I assume you already went that way, though.
It might have been because, you know, there are 2 staircases, so the maps are sort of combined.
Yeah, the maps are combined. One way leads you to the thing that you're looking for, the other doesn't.
Yeah, and we already did everything with the left staircase, and now we're just trying to get down to the pond. But there are still some other ones.
Okay.
Some other treasure chests that might be around.
So you already went through B, so we don't need to worry about that.
Yeah. Well, I'll just go ahead and check out E. I won't cross the bridge, but just make sure we don't miss anything.
Basically, you'll go through E, you'll make an immediate left out of it, avoid the bridge, go up, and then go around.
Okay.
To grab the 2 treasure chests. Yeah. And then you'll go back through E and make your way to F.
Yeah. Alright.
The 2 treasure chests contain Mithril Gauntlet and a mirror. And then the final one will be a Mithril Shield, and that'll be through F.
What does the mirror do? Is it like a reflect?
Let me take a look. Mithril Mirror casts Wall.
Ah, gotcha.
Which I'm assuming Wall is what? Hey game, do you want to tell me what the fucking... what Wall is? Like, anytime? Here we go. Blocks black magic. Okay. Because Shell increases your magic evade. Barrier grants elemental defenses. Protect grants physical defense. Blink increases evasion. Wall blocks black magic. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to have, but... again, we have to consider our limited item space. And again, it's another thing that, like, you'd want to keep in mind what boss you're fighting.
Yeah.
And
definitely
equip
think
it.
we could say that. But again, since there's like no storage space that we know of, I don't know if I want to be dragging that around for the rest of the game.
Let's take a look here. So we know that the boss here doesn't have any magic. What about the boss in the next section? Queen Lamia. So Queen Lamia does do powerful attacks that do a lot of damage and also puts victims to sleep. Don't know if sleep is a black magic spell though. Sleep is a debuff spell.
Well, sounds like a
Which
great
is
thing
black
only
magic,
for the
yeah.
last boss without going further into it. Alright.
Yeah. It's kind of what I was gonna guess.
Do you know if it casts it only on one person or the whole party? I'm going to assume one person.
See, it only tells me that. Let's see here. I think it works in the same way Blink does, which is you have the option to cast it on all or one.
Okay.
But I don't know as far as weapons go. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just equip it for a test run. Okay, target is self.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you, Lucas. Oh no, don't drop spaghetti on your cat. The cat doesn't appreciate that. Or maybe the cat does, because, I mean, spaghetti.
Cats are gremlins. We'll just eat
It's
it
true.
all itself.
And cat will just be like, ooh, I taste delicious now. Let me just clean myself furiously. Although technically I don't think that's good because I don't remember what ingredients are in spaghetti sauce. There might be a harmful ingredient in there, it's fine, I guess. Like garlic. I think technically cats are not supposed to have garlic.
Poor cats.
Yeah, it sucks to be them.
Get to sleep as much as you want. Get to eat as much as you want.
But the downfall is you can't have any alums. So no onions, no garlic, no lilies.
Pretty high price.
Yeah, that's
to
what I
pay.
thought. It's they can't process the chemicals in alum vegetables. Though mentioning garlic, now I'm hungry. Thanks.
I really like the sprites of these ones.
They're silly looking. But oh, so what I was gonna bring up before we started with the kink talk. I'm frustrated with the Arcana fandom right now. And it's not even like the fandom as a whole, it's just been like a couple of people in all fairness. Because recently there's been a couple of people who they're younger fans, so they don't know that it's not okay to trace someone's work and claim it as their own. Or photo edit someone's work and claim it as their own.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing stuff about that in the Porsche lovers.
Yeah. Oh, I went on a tirade there because of one person, but there's been apparently one other person that came up, and now, possibly a third.
Ooh.
Because, artist Procrin, and I think Procrin has actually been dealing with this for a long time. Like, I remember last year someone straight up just stole their OC.
Jeez.
Like, they took her art, or their art, sorry. They took their art, and the person was posting it up on their own account and claiming that, this is my OC Moonwort! Which is the name of her OC.
So she didn't even change the name?
No. And they were just posting it up and shit. So, Pneumatica, it's really dependent on each individual artist. The key thing is, with that kind of stuff, you've got a couple of different schools of thought. You have the people who, they're okay if you want to, like, trace or reference the art that they draw as practice, but they don't want you posting it up anywhere. Like, you can show them, but don't post it and, like, claim it as your own. They don't even want to see it posted on social media. Then there's the people who are fine if you post it as long as you credit them, and don't sell it. And then there are other people who straight up, like, they don't care, period. But in all cases, the first thing you should ever do if you're planning on using somebody else's artwork as a reference or as a basis for your own is you should always ask them.
Yeah.
That's your first line of defense, is if you know the person, go to them, ask them if it's okay. If they say no, respect that. Because there's also people who straight up don't want you doing it at all. They don't want you tracing their work, they don't want you using it as a reference, they don't want you, editing their work at all. And, like, the two different instances that I was made privy to, the first one, was an artist on Instagram. She wasn't directly tracing, and she wasn't, like, I would say she was copying another artist. She wasn't directly tracing, because you could definitely look at it and see that there's enough difference in what she drew and what the original artist drew to say that they were not identical. However, looking at the two, you could definitely see that her work was definitely heavily referencing the other person's. To the point that, like, exact same background, exact same accenting features, almost identical poses. She did shift the poses slightly, and her poses were a lot more stiff. Similar color pattern, or not color pattern, color palettes. Same positioning. And the most annoying thing, which was basically, like there used to be a rule in the art community, which is, to avoid copyright problems, you just have to alter something 30%. She was sticking very close to that 30%. Sometimes it was only 25%, sometimes it was 35%. But she was sticking very close to that, to the point that, like, people were even saying that, dude, she straight up, like, traced over the original artist's character for her own, and then just altered it slightly. And, like, the clothes were almost identical, the facial features were almost identical, she just had different hair. The scarier part was she even named her OC similar to the original artist's OC. Because the original artist's OC is Julianne, and this person named their OC Juliet. It is plagiarism, yes. That's why I was saying it's copied, and heavily referenced. Then she drew another piece, which was exact same situation, but she at least changed it significantly enough to where it's like you could actually make an argument that no, they were just inspired by the same scene. But it was still the male character, you know, pinning her character to the desk and ravishing her. Very funny, Monica. But then the third piece, she didn't even bother coloring, because the biggest tell of all was the fact that the original artist would post it, and then within 2 days, the copycat artist would post her version. So, the third day, the original artist posted really late, but still managed to color the piece. And the copycat artist posted it again 2 days later, but without color because they said that they just didn't even have time. Now, the thing about it is the fest was very explicit on what days were, you know, to post things. So posting it 2 days later, like, WTF, that's... you're not posting it for the right day still. But with that one in particular, you could literally tell that she just, like, reversed the image so that instead of the guy being on the right, the guy was on the left. Because the thing about the character is he has hair that covers the left side of his face, or the right side of his face. But in her artwork, the copycats, it was covering the wrong side of the face.
Yikes.
And then on top of it, the chains were in the exact same place on both characters. And somebody even pointed out the dress is identical on the OCs. Like, exact same design elements, pretty much exact same design. They just literally altered the sleeves a little bit. Like, the design on the sleeve. And it was a big whole mess with me having to deal with her. Because she pulled out the crocodile tears and then... much like a kid who, you know, gets in trouble at the playground, yanked her toys and went away. It's like, all I did was ask that she, you know, credit the person who she copied. And that's all the original artist said, too. The original artist was just like, could you just credit me for the inspiration for your work? And she was claiming that she didn't trace, she didn't copy anyone, she just took inspiration. And then the second person was literally like, there's a big artist in the fandom who, for me, their art has always been kind of like bordering on the edge for me between being edits and being actual art. It's like, it's one thing to draw your own character in the style of the Arcana, it's another to just, like, Frankenstein together your character based off of sprites from other characters. Which was a big thing when I first joined the fandom, is a lot of people were Frankensteining characters together. They would take, like, this part of Azur's hair, and this part of Portia's dress, and this part of Nadia's tits or something.
Dragon bean.
Dragon bean. Dragon bean. Is that like a sensu bean? Let's see, what was that supposed to be?
Ah, shit, which door do I have to get into when I get down to the 5th floor?
Which floor are you on right now? Okay, so that's actually acid file. So that's acid.
Ah, okay.
To get
Planted,
down...
we are growing our own dragon.
So, did you just go through the door that was directly south of that chest?
Yes. So I'm on floor 5. I just exited out of J.
Okay. So now you're up against the 4 doors.
Yes.
Down on the 5th floor, you must walk down and then to the right to discover 4 doors. 3 of these doors lead to dead-end rooms, which you must escape. The 3rd door from the left allows you to proceed to the path that leads to the Life Spring. So, 3rd door from the left. But anyway, so this person, like, they do art. It's very uncanny, close to the Arcana stuff, to the point that I question whether they are actually drawing the characters or whether they are just very good at photo manipulation. Doesn't matter at the end of the day, it's work that they hand created. No, that was the right one.
Oh, I just got confused because I was in the wall. I was like, what? There's a monster in front of the spring.
Well, so either way, that person is creating their own artwork. It's fine, whatever. And I will admit there's been some pieces where, like, they've genuinely drawn their own stuff. They're very good at it. However, someone decided to take their artwork then and literally was ripping stuff and then just drawing over their work. Like, there was one particular screenshot that this person the original person either edited it or she drew it herself, doesn't really matter, but it was of her character kissing Lucio. And the copycat, the tracer, took that same one, edited the background, changed some of the lighting a little bit, and then drew over with her character kissing Lucio, except it's really bad quality. It's really bad, you can tell, but it's like fucking fake as fuck. And like, I wasn't, like, when I was running the fest, I wasn't really paying attention that much to it. I was just like, her art looks a little bit weird, but whatever. It's probably fine, question mark. Except that the original artist then came to me and was just like, hey, can you take this down because it's literally, she stole my work. I'm like, yeah, no problem. And I'm just like, after that, after 2 incidences, I literally just had to post a thing there and be like, hey, I didn't think I had to say this because it should be common sense, but please don't submit work that is not your own. Like, if you can't be bothered to draw your own work or write your own work, please don't bother submitting it.
Yep.
We will not be reblogging it. Because for fuck's sake. Like, literally, we are open to artists of all skills, even if your artwork is crappy, like, stick figures. That's fine. We'd rather see that than you take somebody else's artwork, trace over it, and submit it. The Hear You egg is gently submerged into the spring. Alright.
Yeah, did it?
It's like, is that it?
Right.
Lucas.
I guess we'll just go ahead and use exit then. Let me
Yeah.
just double.
Once this is done, there's nothing left to do here, so retrace your steps to the outside or cast teleport to leave. Turn to dice to learn the last wyvern's fate. Wait, make Coco look at what? At your tweet? Oh yeah, where you just, traced over things, but at least you referenced it correctly. At least you weren't sitting here and, like, being like, oh yeah, no, I hand drew this all myself. It was all my own creation. I did it all by myself.
Oh, I'll give it a look once we get to the castle.
Yeah. I posted it into our chat, so she'll see it. I mean, I didn't say what it was. I just said that you freaking traced it. But you didn't claim it as your own, so that's what counts. You straight up said, no, I have traced this. Punch these monsters, Coco. Punch them good. Punch them until they consider how they should never have tussled with you. Moon, you're fine. I'm teasing you. Again, you actually bothered to sit here and say the... You okay, Coco?
That is beautiful. What the fuck do you mean, step on him, Utena? That thing does not deserve to live. I know he's your son, but he's vile, Moon.
Just step on him. It's fine.
That's punishable by death.
You hear you died.
Yes, the last Hiryu is dead. Still, the egg which it gave you exists. Maybe one day it may grow to fight with you against the Empire on behalf of the Hiryus. Alright. So did we just leave that egg there?
Yep.
Alright.
So now it is time to return to Altair.
Hopefully no other chimeras come and snatch it up.
Hopefully. Moon, that's the same thing. Or are you telling... Oh. Gotcha. The trash is Choo-Choo. Considering its name is Choo-Choo, I'm assuming that it's not a monkey. I'm assuming that it's supposed to be a mouse of some kind, but for some reason is a monkey.
Look, Choo-Choo has already died many times, one of those times being because it inhaled its own fart.
What the fuck? What kind of bullshit is that? So Lucas is Choo-Choo, apparently. Moon is begging me to watch the anime with her. It's hard to do when my stream starts like 30 minutes after the watch party starts. Yes, Mina, what's up? You still have an hour before you need to eat, so don't give me that shit. Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
I got a mini tag. I want to read it.
Mina. Mina. Nina! What is your problem?
Alright, let me pull up a map so I'm not wandering the seas for 50 years again.
If I remember correctly, you just need to head around the island and north. Excuse me.
Okay, let's see. So we okay. And then Altea is... Oh god. Oh man, there is no quick way to get to Altea.
No. You literally just have to, like, go around the island and go up until you scoop.
It'd be faster to walk.
Would it?
Yeah, cause Yeah, cause like we just need to get to Salmondo and then we can take the airship. Wait, yeah, that's Salmondo right there. Yeah, there's a point where we'd just be able to take the other ship.
Okay.
We just need to remember where we leave ours.
Yeah. I was gonna say the other question is, like, do you still have to battle things on the ocean?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah.
We would literally need to sail around the entire continent.